What's up, everybody? The Mark Weber here, back for the second one of these Ask MVP. You can go to askmvp@gmail.com to send us your questions, like some people have done. So I'm going to dive into them, have an extra question as opposed to last time. I think I did 3 questions, and we'll do 4 this time that we had. So let's get into the very beginning of it. My first question is, can you do a prediction of what will happen to the top NFL free agents? From James McAndrews. Commented on the video that we did last time. So you can do that too. And sure, what I wanted to do for this one, because I already did this actually. I predicted the 2017 starting quarterbacks. I did this a long time ago. Can I see really quickly when this article was posted? What I did was about a month ago. So what I did on the mostvaluablepodcast.com, I said the 100% safe quarterbacks, those are pretty obvious. The 80%, Tyrod Taylor, Carson Palmer. Tyrod Taylor, I don't know about this 80% thing anymore because Buffalo is stupid as hell. 50%, I put Brock the Cock and Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles because we didn't know at that time who the new coach was going to be. Now Blake Bortles is in the 100% safe category. Brock Osweiler, still in the 50% safe, because like I was saying, they're not going to cut Brock Osweiler. I think it'll get down to a battle, and I think he'll win. Some of these free agents, though, this is what you want, these NFL free agents. Jay Cutler, let's just get to this guy. I had him going to the Jets because it made sense to me with Forte, with Brandon Marshall. This made sense. I still think that's a real possibility. I could also see a team like, maybe Buffalo, if they don't draft a quarterback in the first round. That could be something that could easily happen. Jay Cutler needs to be somewhere where he's got that good defense, where he's got a reliable target or two to throw the ball to. You can't put the game all on him, and that's why teams like New York, that's why a team like Buffalo can make perfect sense. The 2 top guys to talk about, because I don't want to talk about absolutely everybody who's going to be a free agent, like Mike Glennon. We don't need to talk about Mike Glennon. But one of the big ones, Trevor Siemian, of course. Is he going to be a free agent? Originally, I said he was. Now I'm not so sure. Tony Romo probably will get traded somewhere. I originally had him going to Denver. I don't know. Now maybe that might not be the case. I still think it's the thing that makes the most sense. But Jimmy Garoppolo, will he get traded? I definitely think he will. I had him going to the Browns before. I still agree with that because they had the most to be able to give up for him. And then, of course, Kirk Cousins staying with Washington. No reason for him to go anywhere. The San Francisco 49ers are one of the weird ones where I don't know if anyone wants to go there. Matt Schaub will probably get dragged over there. And I really just don't see anybody as a quarterback wanting to play for the 49ers right now. They'll draft somebody eventually. So like I said, that was on the MVP website, mostvaluablepodcast.com. Not a terrible amount has changed in my predictions, only a few things. So moving forward, on Twitter, we had one, if I can pull up the tweet. Basically, it's about Rob Gronkowski, a report that a Rob Gronkowski trade to the Chicago Bears is a real possibility. From @Bears win in 2017. Duh, they do. I hate it. Why the fuck would you want Rob Gronkowski? Don't get me wrong. Great tight end. He's fucking fantastic. He parties like nobody else. He can chug a beer like anybody. But the guy gets injured all the time. You get like 6 to 8 games out of him, and then he's done now. This is just the thing you get out of Rob Gronkowski. And for a team like the Bears, Rob Gronkowski is not putting you over the edge. Plain and simple. That's the way it is. It wouldn't make sense for that. It would make sense for a team that is, that one weapon away from a Super Bowl. But even then, like I said, he keeps getting injured now. If anything, Rob Gronkowski, you might want to think about retirement early. Don't bury your body, before you're even in your mid-30s. I don't even think he is 30 at this point. But yeah, don't bother with that, dude. You can take care of yourself. Take care of that body because, man, it's rough once you leave. Once you leave the NFL, it's going to be very drastically different. So take care of yourself. Anyways, 2 questions that I have, and I these are ones that I also had pulled up and are at the askmvp@gmail.com, so head there. But a couple different things. One was talking about something that just happened now. You guys might have seen on, this week, the Rick and Johnny podcast here on MVP. And the question really is, why not? Why are you doing something that isn't sports? You know, what's your end goal with this, basically, I think is what they're asking. And why are we branching out to different things? Well, my big thing here is, if you guys come to us and you see us talk sports every day, and that's all you ever see from us, I feel like you guys probably will get bored eventually, right? I don't think I've ever watched a YouTuber consistently for more than a year without taking time off. You know, after a while, you just get tired of it. And you're like, okay, I've seen you guys talk about video games or sports or music. I've seen you talk about this forever. I need to see something else. And that's really what this is. I mean, we're not replacing sports by any way, shape, or form here. And you guys might remember around this time last year, we had a survey. You know, we had a lot less subscribers back then, but we had a survey asking you guys, what is the ratio? What is the perfect ratio for you guys with sports content to non-sports content? And you guys can still feel free to let us know in the comment section with that. And we found that a lot of people wanted content that wasn't always sports related. We didn't really feel that need that well, but we have a graphic conversation. We did Let's Plays. We have Let's Plays coming back. You know, Mike Rankin's going to be playing a game. I know somebody down below wanted us to play Outlast as well. So the new one's coming out. We'll probably just do that. And we just want to give you guys something different. We want to let you guys see us in a different way. That's one of the things we love about doing the Patreon podcast. If you're a subscriber, or a patron, I should say, on Patreon. And the reason we like that exclusive podcast every month is because it's something different. You guys get to see us talk about anything that's not sports. In that case, not that we can't talk about sports, but it's just something different. So I hope that answered that question. We're not trying to replace anything. We're not trying to move in a different direction. We're not suddenly a gaming channel just because we have a Let's Play up. We're just kind of guys doing the things that we want to do. It's really that simple. One more question for the day. What is your opinion on the Grammys? First of all, you're assuming I watched the Grammys, and I did not. But I wanted to bring this up anyways because I really didn't pay that much attention to the Grammys. I kind of forgot they were happening until the radio reminded me. But here's my thing. Okay, this is what I don't get about all these award shows. I think award shows are stupid. And the reason why is, you're really telling me every time Adele comes out with a new album, it's the best album of all time. You know, you're really telling me every time Taylor Swift comes out with an album, it's the best album. And like nobody can compete. Adele sweeps the damn thing every time. Same with Taylor Swift. She sweeps it all the time. And you could say that with actors, of all these actors who get award upon award, and these directors where every time they come out with a movie, it seems like they're the ones that win. To me, it doesn't make that much sense because to talk about sports, for example, even though sports are not the Grammys, but talk about sports, sure, teams can win a lot. You know, the Patriots just won yet another Super Bowl. But the thing about this is, the Patriots have also lost Super Bowls. When someone like Adele comes out with a new record, she doesn't lose. You know, she wins. And I guess it's just a popularity contest. This is like saying, let's take a vote. Who is your favorite team in the NBA? All right, cool. Maybe it's the Golden State Warriors. All right, let's say it's the Golden State Warriors. Okay, then we are going to pick players from the Golden State Warriors to be our MVP, to be our rookies of the year, you know, our sixth man of the year. They're all going to come from here because that's the most popular. And that's the big thing, you know. Adele's records are popular, and they're great records. I'm actually really not that much of an Adele fan, but I'm not going to deny the fact that the woman knows how to write music. But the thing is, to me, is these type of competitions, at least in a lot of, or I shouldn't say a lot, but in certain categories, they really can be like the best produced record or something like that. But a lot of times, like album of the year is just a popularity contest. It's just which album did we like the most. I can look at Billboard and I can find that out. There are so many great musicians out there who are never going to get that credit. And the thing about these type of things is it's also subjective. You know, your favorite record of the year is not the same as mine. If you ask me what was the best album of 2016, I'm going to tell you it was The Deer Hunter. That was my favorite record that came out last year. They had two records, actually, that I like better than I like Adele's record. And I can get into things where I can talk about why the instrumentation is better and why the arrangements are better and how Casey Crescenzo uses so many instruments. And Adele, a lot of times, will have like piano and a guitar. And for me, I might like that more because it's subjective. That's why these award shows, I think, are stupid. Because it's taking such a subjective thing and being like, you have to be, most of the time, an artist that is played on the radio to get this attention. You have to have probably sold a certain amount of records to get this attention. And the same people win it every time. I don't know. Am I just ranting? I just think this stuff is stupid. And the one thing I want to say about it as well is really the fact that I don't like this band either very much. 21 Pilots, they go up there, they take their pants off, and they walk up there in their boxers and tell this story about how, when we were just a bunch of dudes who were nothing, no names, we were hanging out in our boxers watching the Grammys, which is fucking weird. But watching the Grammys in our boxers, and we decided if we ever win one, we're going to go up there in our boxers and accept the award. Total PR move in my eyes. I do not for a second believe that story is real. Totally a PR move because they know we're going to talk about it. I'm talking about it right now, and I don't even like 21 Pilots. PR move completely is my thought. But that's my question for you guys. All you guys in there, and I know that a lot of you guys are watching. Have you ever in your life just hung out with your friends, hung out with your buddies in your underwear? I've never done it. I don't know any guy that's ever done it. That's why I'm calling bullshit. Fuck you, Ricky. That's why I'm calling bullshit. He just rose his hand like a dumbass. But that's why I'm calling bullshit on that story from 21 Pilots. askmvp@gmail.com for you guys to ask us questions, or at Most Valuable Pod on Twitter, down in the comment section below. Anywhere you guys want to ask these questions, go ahead and do it, and you can maybe get your question answered on this weekly video. I'll see you guys next time.